Hello everyone, my name is Ranjit. I'm from VIT Chennai. My registration number is 18MES1020. Today my topic of presentation is lighting system in automotive. Lights are used in modern motor vehicles for a wide variety of purposes. Headlights are necessary to illuminate the highway sufficiently to permit safe night driving. These are usually provided with two or more beams, one of which provides maximum illumination for night driving and the other is so designed as to permit deflection to the ground to the side of the road to minimize the glare when passing other cars on the road. When a third beam is used, it is usually of low intensity for city driving. Tail lights are used to illuminate the rear of the car, including the license plate, so that both the car and the license plate can be seen by the drivers of the other vehicles. Tail lights are usually incorporated to incorporate stoplights which flash red whenever the brakes are applied. In addition to the headlights, low intensity parking lights are usually provided in the front of the car, either as separate units or as a part of the headlamp. The lighting system also includes lights inside the body to illuminate the compartments in which the passenger rides, special lamps to light the instrument panel, and sometimes special lights to illuminate the keyhole for the ignition key. Map lights, trunk compartment lights, radio dial lights, and clock lights are also provided on some cars. Flashing signals on the front and the rear to indicate the other drivers the direction in which the car is about to be turned are standard equipments. In addition, one or more special lights designed as signals to the driver are incorporated. Such special lights include a red signal light to indicate when the high beam of the headlamp are burning. This is the typical circuit diagram of a lighting system in an automobile. Here you can see the headlight, the switches, the brake switch, the fuse, the horn, the battery, and the plugs. It is a single circuit employing one wire and ground. Current is supplied to the system from the battery or generator at 6 to 8 volt or 12 to 15 volt. Suitable switches and fuses or circuit breakers to protect the system from overload are also included in the system. The circuit begins at the battery and processes through the ammeter or charge indicator and a fuse or a circuit breaker before it reaches any switch. To stop light branches is controlled by the stop light switch in the brakes system so that when the brakes are applied the switch is closed. The dome light is controlled either by a hand operated pillar switch or by an automatic door switch that completes the circuit when a door is opened. All the other lights are controlled by the light which on the instrument panel. This switch generally has three positions: parking position, headlamp position, off position. Parking position. In the parking position, it completes the circuit to the parking light, tail light, license plate, light, and instrument light. Headlamp position. In the headlamp position, the light switch sends current to the headlamps as well as the tail lights, license plate light, and instrument light. This is the typical wiring diagram of the lighting system in an automobile car. Here you can see the front headlights, side panel lights, battery, voltage regulator, instrument panel, alternator, and also the tail lights. The headlamp circuit generally contains a foot-operated dimmer switch, which determines whether the current goes to the upper or lower beam filaments. In the upper beam position, it also sends the current to a small red indicator lamp on the instrument panel. Nowadays, this red color indicator is replaced with a blue colored upper indicator. This is a typical car housing two units of headlight and also the indicators. Off position. In the off position, all the circuit except the dome and stop lights are open. Additional lights and switches are connected to the same side of the ammeter. These may be protected by same fuse or circuit breaker or have their own set of fuses. In some lighting systems, each branch is protected by an individual fuses as well as by a main fuse or a circuit breaker. Automotive lamps. Automotive lamps are of the in incandescent gas-filled type. A typical medium-priced car have two 50 to 40 watt headlamps, two parking lights, one license plate light, two stop lights and tail lights, four or more instrument lights, one map light, one dome light, one beam indicator, one trunk compartment light, one radio dial light, one clock light, one glove compartment light, and a pair of 21 to 32 watt breakup light. Of all these, headlamps are the only ones requiring adjustment because of their importance to safe driving. Sailed beam headlamp system. It is a two-beam headlamp system. Both these beams produce a straight ahead, upper or country driving beam and a deflected lower or traffic beam in which the light from both beams is deflected to the left side of the road and slightly downward to minimize glare. This traffic beam is directed downward and to the left by locating the traffic filament in a position slightly eccentric with the center of focus of the parabolic reflector. The lenses are designed especially to direct and distribute light arrays as desired. Construction of the sealed beam headlamp, the lens, the reflector and light source are all assembled permanently in a sealed unit. These lighting devices are affixed to the front side of the automobile, whose main function is to light the road ahead of you. These lights are really powerful and have reflector as well. Its uses is not only restricted during night but can also be used in a foggy condition as well. Headlights are the intrinsic part of the vehicle, which are affixed to the header panel assembly at the front side of your automobile. These lights comprises of three basic components: reflectors, filaments, and special lenses that are melded closely in an airtight unit. Headlights come in variety of shapes, designs, colors, materials, and sizes, but round is the most common shape as it is easy to manufacture. They are mostly made of plastic. Headlights usually come in a pair and are operated electrically. This is how a projector headlamps look like. Tail lights. Taillights are the lamps usually covered by a red or translucent body, which are installed at the rear end of automobile. Taillights are mounted at the backside of a vehicle and usually comes in a pair. The common type of taillights are signal lights, on turn lights, are usually yellow in color and are used for indicating whether the vehicle is moving towards left or right. Reverse lights are installed to warn other about the backing up of the vehicle. Reverse light switches on automatically when the driver puts the vehicle in reverse gear. Park lights are used for warning or signaling the drivers about the presence of another vehicle at the time of foggy, rainy, or dark weather. These lights are also used as brake lights. Side lights are often regarded as directional lights, which are enclosed in a plastic shell or frame and are affixed to the front side of an automobile. The side lights are specially designed to improve greater visibility and for safety. Interior lights. Interior lights comprises of different type of powerful lighting devices used in the interior portion of a vehicle. Interior lights mostly consist of a key light and a instrument displays. Key lights are very powerful mini flashlights that are installed inside the head of a bow or door lock, while instrument display comprises of small mechanical devices like dual tachometer, altimeter, airspeed, vertical speed indicator, ammeter, engine instrument cluster, used for measuring airspeed pressure and flow of fuel in a vehicle. Auxiliary lights. Auxiliary lights are the devices which are exclusively created to offer long-range illumination forward of the vehicle that improves and increases the visibility of distant objects in the night. These lights are fitted above the bumper of an automobile or on its grille. These lights are used along with headlamps to enhance the visibility of various distant objects coming in contact while driving during night. The auxiliary lights can be chosen in a variety. They can have more wattage according to the one's requirement. These lights draws their power from the battery and should be fitted with a fuse. From this figure we can see that when the dipper is applied, the portion A is light up, and when the upper is applied, the portion B is light up. This shows how upper dipper covers the area in front of the car. The typical distance for the dipper is 25 meters and for the upper is 70 meters. We can change this portion according to our convenience by adjusting the headlight height. In the next diagram, we can see that the proper area covered by the car's headlight. We can see that up to 20 meters the dipper works, and its main focus is to light up the road in front of the car. Um, the area between 20 meters to 30 meters is covered by both upper and dipper, and the area between 30 meters to 60 meters is covered by the upper. This gives a brief idea about how the focusing works. From the image shown, we can see that it is always a good idea to have the lower beam when a passenger car is passing by. By doing this, many accidents can be avoided. Thank you for your attention.